Hey guys, had an experience with a buyer, and I got scammed. So it was a Commodore 64. It was untested. It looked really good for what it was. It was in really good cosmetic condition. I didn't test it. I didn't feel the need to test it. I sold it for parts, um, not working, untested, and I got a little video showing me getting a package and then open it up, and then I explain what happened in it. But after that video, what I'm going to do is show you pictures from my listings to show you that of what he got and then how I got it back. So, and stay tuned. After that, I'm going to explain to you my conversation with eBay. You might be surprised. I was. So it's one of those things you just chalk it up and you move on to the next thing. Don't waste too much time with it or it will drive you crazy. So yes, this is Chad gets scammed by an eBay buyer. It does happen. Um, I thought I did everything right. So you'll be surprised. Just continue to watch and we'll go from there. Thanks.
Okay, this is I had sold a Commodore computer as is. Four parts are not working because I never tested it. I listed it as cosmetically, it looked in good condition. It and it was untested. I mean, I made it perfectly clear it's being sold for parts because I couldn't test it, and that's what I thought was the correct way to do it. So immediately I got a message. Literally, the guy was straight gave me a negative feedback before he even contacted me. Said that it was yellowed and it was not in good condition, good cosmetic condition. That threw up red flags with me immediately because I knew what I had and I knew what I sent. So in the messaging, and he opened a case, and I fought it. In the messaging, he said that he was a parts man, and he takes stuff, you know, he was going to use the case for parts, and the case was all broken and everything else. So if you see the listing, then you'll see that it wasn't broken. It was packed I mean, it had 4 inches of bubble wrap all around it. So, but he said it was horrible, and I just knew, I'm like, man, this guy's gonna harvest the parts off of this thing, and I sold it for parts only. And I just had a bad feeling about it from the get-go. But it just got returned. Okay, come here. This is the return. Hand me a knife. This is the box. There's something in there. I hope he's honest and he sent it back, but I'm telling you, just by the way it sounded, this dude was harvesting the stuff from it, and he abused the return system and the feedback system because he went off automatically. I mean, immediately went off. Okay. Yeah, there's the software I sent with it. Okay, yes. This is the software I sent with it. Let's see if it's all in there. That's in there. Yep, it's all in there. Okay, that's good. I have no problem with that. Okay. This is how he sent it back. It's wrapped in some bubble wrap. I could tell you right now by looking at it, that is the computer right there. Because I remember it was on backwards. Oh, really?
Are you serious?
Look. Yeah, it got
serious?
harvested. You can just see by these that it just got pulled apart.
Wow.
There's a chip missing right there. There's a chip missing. I don't see anything. I don't even know what that chip is. Maybe it's not supposed to be there, but I don't know. Ah! Look!
All the keys?
The keys are gone.
Okay, that is ridiculous.
Okay, hold on. Now it's making the picture that he said was broke. He sent a picture, and he said this is yellow. This is the way these Commodores are. This is the way it is. That is not yellowed. And in the picture he sent, it had the keys on it, and a little piece was broken out here. Okay, what you do with these, because you can't get the key, you bust the piece out, and then you could start and then just take all the keys out. I guarantee that's what happened. I don't see any keys in there. The keys are gone.
Wow.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. He harvested the keys. Okay, this is for eBay. Yeah. I mean, it's very clear. The guy said the screws were falling out.
That is so ridiculous.
Yeah. The screws are actually gone. Well, there's one there. It looks like he put it back a little. But I did not send this like this. There is no way. This thing was... Come on. He harvested it. And I'm going to fight it. So this is my proof of opening this up. And that is just... And this is all the bubble wrap he sent back. But it doesn't matter. Oh, when he originally said he wanted his money back, he said he just wanted to throw it away. And that is in the comments in our case. Of course he would want to just throw it away. Oh, he forgot a key. Maybe that doesn't come off. I don't even know. I've never taken keys off of one, so I don't know how it works. But, yeah, that's it. This is the actual unit, but I did not send it like this. There's only one reason why one would be pried open like that, and that is to...
It's cracked even.
Take parts. Yeah, that's to take parts. So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to throw this away, but unless eBay wants it. But yeah, this guy shouldn't be able to do this. He had like 35 feet back. And I just knew from the very beginning when he made that that message about I was not accurate in my description and everything. I sold this thing for parts. Well, he got his parts. And then he made a claim against me. So I just hope eBay does the right thing. Thank you very much.
Okay, this is the result of talking with eBay. I called him and I told him everything that had happened. I told him to look at, back at the comments and everything else. And I said that I took a video of it, opening it up, and she said, I need to refund the guy. And I'm like, don't mistake me for just somebody that's complaining. I understand returns are a part of business, and it's just a part of business. And I said, but when I'm blatantly being scammed, and she says, I understand, and I know you don't feel that we're backing you, and I mean, trying to make me, and I'm like, yeah, but when I can prove it, and it has all the telltale signs of a bait and switch or a harvest or something like that. But she says, yeah, as far as we're concerned, the return needs to go through and you need to refund the money. I'm like, okay, I understand, but I said, how are you protecting me as a seller? And she says, well, you're going to come across, these bad buyers. I'm like, I understand that, but what are you going to do? She goes, oh, okay, well, I'm sorry, I didn't explain it to you. We are actually going to go into his account, and we're going to document it, and we're going to investigate it, and we have kicked people off of eBay before. I said, well, that's all fine and good. And I said, I don't really care about the $40-something, and plus the shipping I had to pay for him to send it back to me. I said, I'm more concerned about the negative feedback. It makes me look bad. I'm concerned about the defects. And she says, she looked at my stuff, and she says, well, you're an excellent seller. You have thousands of feedback. And she started reading them off like, oh, you're a quick shipper, and oh, you get such a great product. And I'm like, yeah, I could tell I wasn't going to get anywhere with her. So I said, okay, so I need to refund them. And she goes, well, you need to block him so he can't do this to you again. I said, well, what about the next person? I made my point that, look, I don't feel that you know, and I asked her, I said, what's the point of having an appeals if it's just automatic? It doesn't matter. But okay, guys, this is important. Don't take this situation as the way it's going to happen every time. I thought I did everything right. I videotaped, you know, me opening the box, and it's just, I know you guys are going to see that and you're going to be like, really? They didn't side with you? No, they did not. So it's really not about the money. And I told her, I said, you know, I give refunds all the time. There's been many times I say, just keep the item. I'm so sorry. Here's the money back. But when you've got that gut feeling, I had that gut feeling from the beginning. I just knew it was going to be a problem. So it is, and now it's in the past. So learn from it. Just understand that you're gonna come across people like this. And I told her, I said, look, I sell vintage electronics all the time. I know how to pack, and it's just blatant. Well, you guys saw the video. I mean, it's pretty clear. So that's what happened. eBay sided with him. I had to give the refund. She says I could wait for the 5 days for the time to elapse, and then they automatically do it. And I'm like, no, I'll just go ahead and do it now. So let me know what you had to think, what you think about this in the comments. I know there's going to be some people saying, no, you need to call them back and talk to somebody different and stuff like that. You know, it's done, it's over, and you just got to move on. I let this person take up too much of my, you know, my time as it is, and just when somebody, you got a gut feeling about something, and then they say, well, I'll throw it away because it's junk. Just think twice. And you know, yeah, I paid to bring it back because I almost knew for certain it was a scam. So, and I already got the negative feedback, and say, I mean, you guys read my description. I mean, I don't know how much clearer it can be that it's untested. Yeah, if he would have got that the way it was, yeah, he would have had a perfectly legitimate case against me, but he didn't get it the way I received it back. There's no way. And there's nothing I can do about it. So just take this as a learning experience, and it's gonna happen. So no matter how good a seller you are, you know, people see, you know, just because you have a negative feedback doesn't mean that you're a bad seller. Things happen. And I talked to her about the other feedbacks I had, and she said, because I have 6 over the past year, and every one of them are pretty much bogus. And she says she could have gotten them taken off if I would have addressed it, like within 30 days of it happening or something. But typically, I just blow them off. It's like, well, they'll fall off, you know, no big deal. Well, they kind of built up a little bit, and I'm not in any danger or anything with my defects or anything. It was just the fact that it just kind of looks bad, when in all actuality, I probably could have gotten all of them taken off, except for this one right here. And there's just nothing I can do about this one. So let me know what you guys think. It sucks, but it happens. Don't let it get you down. By no means am I complaining about eBay. I love eBay. eBay is my bread and butter, but you just sometimes have to deal with some pricks. So thanks, guys, and let me know what you think.